Hi, it's Jackie Othen. Today's Real Estate Real Talk is all about down payment versus a deposit. It's a question I get almost every single time I take a new buyer out or work with a seller to sell their home. When I make an offer on something, will I be required to give my down payment over? And the answer is simply no, not necessarily. If you're making an offer in the city of Toronto, often a preferred deposit is about 5%. Sellers like to see a minimum of 5% deposit with your offer or upon acceptance, which shows strength and confidence in the buyer. It says that you've got your funds ready and your ducks in a row. Does it have to be 5%? No, not necessarily. That's something you can discuss with the realtor. But if you're competing, more deposit is often better. But again, refer to an expert for expert advice. Down payment is the amount, the total sum of down payment that you plan to put on your house. So if I'm buying a house for $1 million and my down payment is $500,000, I'm not required to come up with that $500,000 when I'm writing my offer. I would normally give a 5% deposit with that offer. So the distinction is very different. One is 5%, one is possibly 10% down payment or 20% down payment or 40% down payment. Most importantly, with deposits, it's important to be ready and cash ready when you go out to start the hunt. So if you don't have your deposit ready, that's probably not going to ensure that you're successful. So my first recommendation is you've got your pre-approval, which are like the keys to your car. You want to make sure that you've got your deposit, which is your financing in order when you're buying a car. It's the same thing. You need your deposit ready, sitting in your bank, unaltered, sitting free and ready so that if you were to buy a house today, I could send you to the bank with confidence to pull a draft or a money order or write a check for 5% deposit to put you in a winning situation. The people who go and write an offer without having that ready, unfortunately, they don't do themselves a favor because they're looked at as people who aren't ready and organized to transact. So remember, you just need a deposit to be able to get into that offer situation, and then you're going to be required to come up with the down payment. And that's where a professional lender can help. And if you need a referral to a professional lender, we can also hook you up there. So please, if you're looking for advice or you're confused about the terms in the marketplace, sounds like you need a buyer consultation if you're a buyer. For a seller, the deposit that a buyer places is typically not given over to you. So if you're selling your home and your agent will collect a 5% deposit, I want to be clear, that 5% deposit doesn't go into the seller's account. It goes into the brokerage trust account, and it's usually held there up until closing. And it's usually an offset against the real estate commissions that are charged, but it's also a form of consideration. So if I had two offers on my house and someone came to me with a $100,000 deposit and somebody else came to me with a $50,000 deposit and all parts of the offer were made equal, what would you do? You'd probably take the person with the stronger deposit because that is strong consideration and evidence that that person could eventually close. It shows fitness, financial fitness. So stronger deposits are better. Remember, always consult with a professional when you're wondering about deposit preparation, but you want to make sure the funds are ready. And if you're pulling from a credit union or any other lender that is not an A lender, you want to make sure that if you buy a house today, that you can access those funds tomorrow. Thanks for watching.